we are at the Contemporary Resort. Going to enjoy a lovely evening tonight. Got a night out, a date night.
Date night.
To check out the 50th anniversary menu. It's a fixed menu at the Contemporary California Grill.
Yeah, I'm super excited about this. I've been wanting to try it. I was worried we were going to miss it because when we've been here in the past, I wasn't able to get a reservation.
Right.
And the time is just going by really fast. It's going to be over pretty soon. And I just think that it sounds like such a fun thing to get to do. The food looks incredible. I like the idea of the menu sort of bringing back the best of the best. Plus, we just love California Grill.
Oh, yeah.
What is there not to love?
Beautiful scenery, overlooking the parks, or, hopefully you get a good seat.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we're excited.
I'm very excited. I think that I already know what I want, but you're still deciding.
Well, yep. And I haven't studied the menu, so it'll be a surprise.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
What are you going to have?
Well, they presented us with a couple different menus, which is great. We have 3 different menus here. Manny has just the straight up menu, and you do get to keep these, which is just a fun little memento. The straight up menu with regular descriptions. I have the allergy menu that does have the different allergens on there. And yay, gluten-free bread. So my menu has all of the allergens on it, which is nice because it's like, where were we recently that they did it this way? Oh, I know, it was at Citrica.
Yeah.
Where they called out, so that they keep the menu the same so you get the full description instead of just listing, but you can see like who these are for. And then they actually brought us one that is more of a vegan menu.
Yep.
A plant-based menu. So then lastly we have the cocktails menu as well as all of the wines. And you can do a wine pairing with this. You can either do a regular wine pairing or you can do a deluxe one.
Okay, so we've got a gluten-free
These are
bread
so
choices.
delicious. They are like hot. They're like truly like a good dinner roll. Like look how moist and yummy these are. I just love them. They have a wonderful flavor to them too.
And we also have a rosemary focaccia.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Which also looks excellent. Nice and warm. All right.
Wow, that looks good. And then you have like a little French
really
bread
good.
over here too.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, look how pillowy
Look
that
at
is.
a-
That's not a
look at
French
a
bread, that's just
thing.
another focaccia.
Yeah, it's part of the focaccia.
This is so good. It's tangy and fresh. It's tomato, olive oil, and some herbs, a little garlic.
See?
It is like, it does a little flavor explosion in your mouth. Wait till you give this a whirl.
Wow, tomato just pops in your mouth.
It really does.
The spices are like nice and subtle and smooth, but you can taste it.
Yeah. I also like too that the olive oil itself has really, it's obviously marinated for a while because the olive oil has totally adopted all the flavors. So
Yeah.
even if you don't like tomatoes themselves, you can just dip in the olive oil and get like such a great
A
flavor.
little bit of a...
Yeah. This is like,
Oh,
I mean, look at this bread. So good. So good. Best gluten-free bread, dinner rolls I've ever had.
all right. Classic, looks like a classic maple old-fashioned.
Beautiful.
See?
So the first time we came here, we came just to the
Bit of a
bar.
nose, yeah.
Oh, how is it? Sorry.
Well, just bourbony, touch of maple in the scent, lemony. So it's nice. It's very smooth. I think it's very smooth and rich, like a good old fashioned.
Like well-made quality.
Yeah. Yep.
And you really like that bourbon, right?
Single ice cube, nice and chilled. So yeah, it's a quality cocktail. It's really good.
Yeah, and here we have mine, and I have had this one before. This is one of my favorites here. It's the Spicy Margarita. I'll have to open it up to read. I don't know, do you have it there, Ben, with the ingredients? But I know that it has the ancho reyes, and in this case, they do use the red instead of the green. So the green has it's almost like an astringent, like a quick, harsh thing that coats your, it zaps your tongue, and then the reason why I have a hard time with it, with the exception of the El Pepino over at Dahlia Lounge, which is a perfectly balanced with the green.
That is good.
I think there's just something about the cucumber that they use. I don't know, or I don't know what it is. But anyway, this cocktail though is just absolutely delicious. I mean, obviously I haven't tried this one yet. I'm hoping it is as delicious as I remember.
And it's made with Patron Añejo tequila.
Nice. So it's got the
you're gonna
añejo.
have a richer, probably a little bit more caramel,
Yes.
vanilla type, denser flavor from the actual tequila. That's what I would expect. And then the ancho reyes liqueur, some lime juice, and some sweet and sour, or agave nectar. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say no sweet and sour, no.
Agave.
Yeah, let me give it a try and see. Yeah, she did do a little
Taste
tahini,
test.
a little tahini on the lip here.
And it's always nice when they do half like that because you
I
can
prefer
kind
it.
of dip into it a
I
little
really
bit.
prefer it because you don't. A whole mouthful
Yeah.
would be too overbearing. See, what I love about this drink. It's so good. What I love about this drink that's different than other spicy margaritas is there's a depth to the flavor. It's really rich and full-bodied and rounded. It's not harsh like a jalapeno or something that's just some heat or a little burn in the throat. Yeah, this is just layers and layers of flavor all blended together perfectly. You definitely catch that carameling that you were talking about with the tequila because it is an añejo. So unlike most margaritas where you're going to get, what is it, a silver that they usually use?
Usually a lot of mixes are silver,
Yeah.
the blanco, so
Yeah. So
those
this
tend to
is-
be a little more alcohol forward, where you taste like you taste the alcohol.
You get that
more.
pow, right?
You
That
get
little burn, if you will.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
this is just like, it's like you just love it. Just rolls across your tongue. If you've never had a spicy margarita before, make this your first one. It will ruin them for you everywhere else that you go, but this is heaven. I love this drink. It's perfect. It's just perfect. And when I made the reservation, I was like, I'm getting my margarita. It's so good.
Very good.
So here's a nice thing that Manny noticed on his menu that is different than the allergy menu, is here they do give you recommendations for the pairings. Now, the light purple, that's going to be your signature wine pairing. I think she said you get 3 ounces if you do the pairing itself. And then there's the deluxe wine pairing. But it's nice to see the recommendations for each of the dishes.
This is the duck
It's duck à l'orange,
à l'orange pizza appetizer.
it's duck prosciutto, and confit. So you have 2 different types. Pickled shallots, orange black mission fig jam. Wow. Aged blue cheese and arugula on a fresh dough. Is it good? I'm like, is it good? Is it?
So it's got a lot of different layers of flavor.
Nice.
If you bite in, you get the fresh, crisp crust. So it's not soggy. You get a little bit of the bitterness of the arugula, which is fantastic.
Pepper,
always.
yeah.
And then there's sharpness of this cheese that's on here. I don't know if that's a blue cheese or something like that, but it's a just a touch of it at the very end. And then the duck, I couldn't really taste the duck, but I know it's in there.
Yeah. I think you'll probably get some
It's got
bites
the
where it's more
prosciutto duck, and then
the regular confit.
yeah, confit. So,
Nice.
really good. It's generally on the sweet side. So
Yeah, with the
the
fig
jelly,
jam, yeah.
the fig jam kind of brings in a lot of the sweeter flavors and a touch of savory.
It
Really
seems
good.
like, yeah, it would
I
be
did
complex.
not get a radish.
Oh, you didn't get one in that turn.
So that'll be good.
Heck yeah. And by the way, that's a lot of food for an appetizer. So this is the Cascade roll. It's tuna, salmon, and hamachi Pokey. Jicama, cucumber, yuzu avocado puree, which I'm very excited about. And then it has a masago arare, which I'm not familiar with. And, oh wait, I'm wrong. No, I'm not. And then it doesn't have a soy gel, but they made a tamari gel for me, which is right here at this front portion. It's gorgeous. Look at this. Excited to try it.
Looks good.
Yeah, for sure. I love sushi so much. And it's fitting that, because I guess they've always had some form of sushi here at California Grill. The celebration menu is a lot of fun. There's not too much rice, which is nice. Wow. It's interesting because I would have expected the different types of fish to just sort of make one flavor once put together that way. But you can really taste that there's different layers of flavor in the fish, which is really, really good. I also really like these little balls. I don't know what they are, but they add a little crunch. I'll have to read it again, but they're really tasty. And then
Sesame
these
seeds? No.
and this fresh herbs. It's delicious. I couldn't distinguish in the sauces, so I think I'll try one and then the other this time. But this is delicious. So good. About, and I don't know, maybe people don't know, but we met as waiters. We were at sister restaurants when we first met. You were at Daniel's, I was at Hamachi in Tucson, Arizona. Yep. Shout out, hey peeps. But it made us fall in love with food and dining. So going out and getting to try different restaurants is our favorite thing to do.
Yeah, and what I think it is we know how much it takes to make this experience good. It's a lot of hard work from all the levels. From
it has to all come together.
The front of the house and the back of the house.
Yeah.
The kitchen.
When you think about the number of people that have to do everything right, you're fine. Thank you. Including everyone here doing such a good job. Thank you. But yeah, front of house, back of house. From the bus service to the dishwashers to the prep cooks, the sous chefs, the folks who are doing the planning, the menu planning, the management, the GM, everything has to really come together for fine dining to hit. And when it hits, it's just the best feeling.
Really well appreciated, and it's great to see. It's great to be a part of, and that's what I enjoy so much, finding these little places, or going up these little places.
Yeah,
finding
these little
places.
hole in the walls like California Grill.
Just finding these experiences and enjoying them.
Yeah. I think the thing I love about dining, and you would probably agree with me, is that it's an art form that you actually get to experience yourself. Like personally, you get to have your own experience with it. Yeah. With someone's expression of what they do, their art form, being the chef and the people putting together everything, including the service. Though service is an art form. It is don't ever underestimate the importance of really good service in making or breaking an evening and an experience. But when it all comes together, it's like being a part of, I don't know, a
production, like
yeah,
a show, like
yeah, exactly. And then it all comes down to like that taste. Then you get it, you know, you put the food in your mouth or the wine or the cocktail, and you are a part of this experience. I just love it. I just love it. It's something that I will cherish every day I'm alive. And when we get to do things like this, it's just awesome.
Yeah, it's really great.
Here's to a lovely meal with the best date a gal could ever want.
Looks awesome.
Cheers.
Looking forward to it. Super excited.
I'm so excited.
Really good.
I can't believe the colors.
Wow.
Gosh, okay.
Duckhorn Merlot?
First off,
Okay.
a duckhorn
Good.
Merlot is like heaven in your mouth.
It really is.
It is so delicious. Velvety, smooth.
Silky.
Oh, it's just always a great pick. Always. But I have to jump ahead. Look at this plate. Look at this. It's on a bed
Pork
of...
belly on goat cheese polenta.
Oh my God. It's on a... Okay, can I just taste that goat cheese polenta? Look at the pork tenderloin though. Look at those mushrooms.
Yeah, look at this
This
color.
is
Look at how
like-
soft it is.
You are... I think that you're going to enjoy that
It
way
looks
more
excellent.
than you... Because initially, let's be real. I was like, I think maybe... And you were like, I can get pork all the time. That's not exciting. But then when she described it...
Yeah. And the goat cheese, all the combination of the flavors and everything like that. Oh, so excited.
Unbelievable.
And the mushrooms. Oh my gosh, so many good things.
It looks awesome.
Yeah.
Mine is beautiful. I've got some lovely asparagus. These little potato guys, they're like, and they smashed them. So yes, this beautiful filet with it has a little tomato, olive oil, butter. I think it's tomato butter over it. Just melted on top. Gorgeous. You go ahead and try.
All right, so that cuts so smoothly,
Oh yeah, look at it.
and it's a
perfect.
nice,
It's a beautiful
perfect
medium.
cook.
I'll let you get a bite. I'm a little nervous because I make pork tenderloin a lot. I'm gonna have to up my game.
Yep, you are. Wow, so many good flavors. Like the pork, so tender, it like melts in your mouth.
Wow.
But these toppings, and it's got a Zinfandel glaze on it. That
wow.
just is so well reduced and so flavorful. It's on the salty, savory side, so it seems like you get a little bit of just a touch of zest in there from
Yeah.
the green. I don't know if that's a pesto. We'll look
I'll have
that
to
up,
look.
but I think just a little zip of zest
Yeah.
with some beautifully blended salty and savory flavors coming along.
Oh.
All right, here we go with the filet. Get some
always
potatoes and instead of asparagus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always like to kind of cut it in half first to check out the cook on it.
Okay.
All right. So they did bring me a steak knife-ish. Really just a little pressure.
Whoa, that looks delicious.
Yeah, that's really beautiful.
Looks really good.
Really beautiful cook on that. Oh my God. It's perfect. There's nothing you can say. It's simple. The meat is not being overwhelmed by anything but the beautiful flavor that's been brought into it through the sear. That little bit of tomato butter has it's not overbearing at all. It's very subtle and it just kind of plays around in your mouth. You know, you were torn between this and the pork. You would have been thrilled with this. I'm thrilled that you got the pork because it's equally as good. And we got to try something different, so I'm happy about that. But man, I mean, it's perfection. I didn't expect anything less because it's California Grill. It's the filet. You got to do it right. So these are Yukon Gold.
Wow.
potatoes, and they're just basically the little guys, and they've been smashed. And apparently there's like a little garlic butter, I don't know, an herbal something. I mean, it's quintessential. It's meat and potatoes. So good. Unbelievable. We're both eating very well. This Prix Fixe dinner has been absolutely spectacular. I'm thrilled. I feel like the price is very fair for the portion sizes. The pacing has been perfection. I have not felt rushed. We get nervous when we order because we hate to order it all at once because we're afraid they're gonna push it through. Our server has been, the timing it's been perfect. It's been, I hate to say it, but it's been perfect. I was nervous when I heard they were gonna do a prix fixe menu because I thought there's not gonna be enough options, especially when you have dietary issues, it can get a little weird. It's not that way at all. There's like 6 things for each of the different levels that you can taste or, try. This is heaven. This is heaven. And I feel like this is the same portion cut of filet that you get back when it was an a la carte and you ordered the filet. So yeah, this is, you better eat your pork belly because I know you're just dying.
Toast, waiting for dessert. So here's a toast. Wonderful evening, beautiful bride, and just a fantastic meal. Always California Grill, doesn't disappoint. Great atmosphere, amazing food, and just awesome company.
Look at your little creme brulee. Oh, you're amazing.
It's listed in order.
Wonderful.
So the mountain, the humboldt falls, and the bay blue. And then we have a pura, raspberry gel, honeycomb, and our gluten-free toast.
Thank you. I love it. I love that you had gluten-free toast. Oh, these are like my little guys. I love it. Now I see. Wonderful. Thank you.
Raspberry, hibiscus meringue smeared on the plate, a pineapple mango compote, toasted coconut flakes, and underneath the creme brulee is a white chocolate disc holding it in the
Oh, very good.
Please enjoy.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. This cheese is gorgeous. And I love that they were able to do a gluten-free little toasts for me.
Yeah.
You know what these are? These are my little dinner rolls, sliced
sliced
up and toasted. It's adorable. Oh, this is like, we're not big dessert people.
No.
But we do love creme brulee, and we love cheese. So this is going to be amazing. Look at yours.
Nice. White chocolate on the bottom, creme brulee, some shaved coconut there, and a raspberry puree, and some mango compote.
Wow.
Really good.
Oh, look at you. It's going pro. No, it's a Grand Marnier. So do you get that?
Very interesting. It's good.
Oh my God.
The brulee is just
I stole a bite.
really perfect. The brulee is custard, it's creamy, it's the caramelized sugar on top is nice and crisp, and it's really good.
I totally get the Grand Marnier.
Yeah, and you can taste the Grand Marnier. I got a little bit of the raspberry, that was good. It's on a piece of white chocolate, which, if you like white chocolate, that's awesome. I'm not a big white chocolate fan. It feels like it's pretty dominant to me. But
In your bite that you had, or okay, because you got some.
I cut all the way through.
Oh, I didn't get any.
Yeah. So I'll try to avoid it.
Okay.
But yeah, oh my gosh, look at that caramelized sugar right there.
Yeah, it's really the perfect consistency, which is what you're really looking for in a really good creme brulee.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any eggy texture to it at all. I mean, it never should. But it is truly creamy. Beautifully creamy and rich.
Creamy,
velvety.
Cool.
Yeah, it has a
Crispy.
silky, velvety texture to it that just, you don't want to swallow
so
it. You
good.
just want to keep enjoying it.
It's so good, and they have all the little flavors adjacent to it that you can test a little bit of coconut,
Yeah, so you can
mango,
kind of
raspberry.
customize your bite. I love that.
Oh yeah.
Do not underestimate how good this cheese plate is, right?
No kidding. Yeah. Super delicious.
These cheeses are like little bites of heaven. If you are a cheese person, wow.
And I like the fact that it's cheese for dessert, because I really don't like dessert. I'm not a big sweet person, but it's great to have cheese as after. Oh, it's so
Oh, it's a perfect
European,
ending.
and it's really good.
That's
It's got
perfect.
super good flavors. This middle goat cheese one, the Humboldt
Humboldt fog.
Humboldt
Oh,
fog, cheesy perfection, cheesy
it
goodness.
is. It's so creamy. I love goat cheese, but this
Yeah.
is creamy almost in a brie way.
Yeah,
And then you
but
get
it's
that wonderful
punch.
ash taste in there, which just pulls it down into the earth. Like you just, I have to find out how I can get this cheese. I want to give this cheese, okay, this is how much I like it. I've already decided I'm gifting this cheese to people for Christmas this year.
Merry Christmas.
Like if I can find out how to order this cheese, like out of California, I'm getting this and I'm having it sent to like my mom and family for Christmas. So,
That is so
because
good.
it's unbelievably good. So that was,
Oh,
yeah,
that was a 10 out of a 10. That was awesome.
it was a 50 out of a 10. I mean, it's just, how can it always be so good? And I want to throw a couple things out that I've been thinking on. One is, they've been doing this prix fixe now for over a year. I mean, because
Yep.
we're in October, it's been over a year. I was worried, like, is it going to start falling off? You know what I mean? Things sometimes, every single thing, every single bite was absolutely on point, terrific. Instead of them falling off, they've mastered it.
Yeah, I think so. And you could tell they had an open line. Chefs are out there inspecting each plate, looking at it, dressing it, making sure each one is
Exactly
perfect.
right, yeah.
And
I couldn't have asked for a better evening.
yeah, no, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
Wrapped up dinner, got to see fireworks right at the end, and it
Like-
was fantastic. Like
Like,
perfect.
finished our cappuccinos, paid our bill, walked outside, waited 5 minutes, fireworks started. I mean,
Yeah, and we weren't rushed.
not
It wasn't
at
like
all.
we had to hustle.
Now,
It was good.
we talked earlier about the pacing. Our reservation was for 5:10. We were seated at about 5:25.
Yeah.
Fireworks were at 8:15. That is not a rushed dinner.
No, that was super enjoyable.
We had-
Every course, the cocktail, wine
Yeah.
on point.
They timed it
Really,
perfectly.
really good. Like,
Yeah, so fantastic. If you ever have the opportunity and you can do it, you won't regret it. And get that cheese plate. I'm just going to tell you that.
Yep.
Get the cheese plate.